Hey guys, what is going on? This is your Rlcs week 8 predictions. Yeah, week 8. And before we start, I want to say sorry about the last recap video where I went from Sonics to PK United game and I just kind of skipped over the C9 Ghost Gaming game. Now, I have a bad habit of recording these at like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Just sometimes I'll just wake up and just start recording videos. So you want to know what's funny about that is after I talked about the Sonic's flight game, I went right to the G2 NRG game and thought, wait, did I skip a match? Apparently I skipped 2 matches, but I went back and recorded the PK United match, but I guess I forgot Ghost Gaming C9. I'm sorry about that. Alright, I'll be definitely watch out for that in the future so I don't miss any. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, C9 swept Ghost Gaming. All hail C9. So yeah, and as always, if you guys do enjoy, hit subscribe. I'm trying to get out daily content for you guys. I'm trying to get out more gameplay videos too. My gameplay videos aren't as popular. I don't know if that's if you guys want to see. If you guys want to see gameplay videos as well, just like Grand Champ Rocket League gameplay. I mean, I'm like top 100 in Rumble as well. I don't know, whatever you guys want to see. Or if you just want to see like workshop maps, I don't know. Give me ideas in the comment section, because honestly, I don't even know what you guys want to see besides like esports stuff. I know you guys like esports, but like what else? I mean, I'm down to make a bunch of videos. Yeah, let's get right into it. Start with NA as always. So we have Rogue versus Flight. Now, this is so important for both these teams. If Flight beats Rogue, they'll be 2-7. And then Rogue will also be 2-7. But if it goes to 5 games, they'll have the same exact game differential, which means it'll come down to goals. But if Flight can beat Rogue in less than 5 games, then I think, and it looks like a Rogue gets to that auto relegation spot. So this is huge for both teams. Huge. I mean, the winner of it's basically the fight for the auto relegation spot. So this first match, probably this is one of the biggest matches for sure. And then let's get on to the second match. Wait, fuck, I have to predict. Guys, it's like 6 in the morning. I'm so sorry. So Flight beat United, and I don't know how they did that. I'm gonna give it to Rogue, although I can see it going either way. Both these teams, I think, are equal skill. They've proven that they're bottom tier teams this entire league play. I'm gonna give it to Rogue. I'll give it 3-2. I think that Rogue clinched that, promo relegation tournament spot, but they avoid auto relegation. Memory had that one good week. If Memory has another good week, then Flight will take this for sure, and they might be able to avoid auto relegation. But yeah, if Rogue pushes this to 5 games, I think Rogue's in the clear. All Rogue wants is game 5. That's what they're hoping for. But yeah, G2 versus Sonics. G2's lost their last 2 matches in a row, but so have Sonics. No, Sonics just lost 1 match. This is hard. I think, guys, I've been sitting here thinking for the past 5 minutes about who I think is going to win this match. Honestly, I have no fucking clue. Last week, Sonics took an L. Last week, G2 took an L. I think G2 looked better overall in their last week's matches. I think G2 performed very well against NRG. I think Sonics performed well too, but I think G2 just looked a little bit stronger, so I will give it to G2 3-2. I think if both teams come playing the way they did last week, then G2 will barely take this. Alright, I think it's going to be JNAPS versus Shock. Well, the JNAP Chicago combo versus the Dapper Shock combo. It's going to be a good one no matter what. Alright, we can all agree on that. This is going to be one of the best. This could be the best match of the day. Either that or the G2 SSG game. Or that NRG Ghost game. God, there are a ton. There are a ton of really good matches. But yeah, then let's get right into SSG versus United. What more is there to say? It's Space Station versus United. Space Station take this. I'm going to get it 3-0. I just don't think United can compete with SSG. Not in a million years. Let's get right into NRG versus Ghost Gaming. Again, I think that Ghost Gaming is a number 4 or 5 team. And I think NRG is a top 3 team. So I'm going to have to give this to NRG. Again, I'm going to have to give this 3-2. Because I think that Atomic is one of the top 3 players in the world right now. Just after like probably JNAPS and Astral, if I'm being honest. Also, I was thinking of coming out with a power rankings video. Because there's a lot of players who stepped up. This season. And I want to put that into a list for you guys. But yeah, I'm going to have to give this one to NRG. I'll give it 3-2. I think NRG clutched this game and they're going to be 7-2 after this, and that will be their season. And then we got G2 versus Space Station Gaming. This one's, again, a very, very hard game. I can see this going either way. This will probably be the first time all season I predict against G2, because I think that SSG is going to clinch the #1 seed in North America at this point. I think they definitely have what it takes. In fact, I don't think G2 no, G2 can, right? Yeah, if G2 wins out today, they can clinch. I don't know, but I think SSG will take it. I think SSG will take this 3-2, and then they'll clinch #1 seed. But I mean, nobody's out of the top 1 seed yet, right? Nobody. I mean, Cloud9's even in 5th place. Theoretically, Cloud9 can make top 4. Theoretically, which would be crazy. Then we have PK versus C9. Gosh, where do I put Cloud9? If Cloud9 is playing like the way they did the last 2 weeks, they're going to dominate PK. If Cloud9 comes out playing the way they did the whole beginning and middle of the season, they're going to get shit on by PK. I mean, just dumpstered on, right? AJ could be taking a holiday and C9 will still lose. Again, I don't think AJ is going to perform. I think AJ hasn't performed well all season. I think he played much better on Rogue, actually. So I'm just going to give it to Cloud9. Fuck it. Cloud9, I'll give it 3-2 again. I think it'll be another really close match. But I mean, PK struggled against United. PK lost to Rogue. They've been struggling lately. They've been struggling. They've lost to Sonics. They lost to SSG. They lost to G2. They beat Ghost Gaming somehow, which I don't know how they beat them. PK almost lost to Flight. Remember that. PK got stomped by G2. Did not even look competitive. Flight looked better against G2 than PK did. Fuck it. I'm going to give it a 3-1. C9 beats them 3-1. PK has not performed well at all this season. Sorry, PK. I mean, it's your fault for making such a dumb trade. Alright, now let's move right on to Europe. First for, what is it? Mouse versus Endpoint. Endpoint is looking at, I think Endpoint's clinched an auto relegation spot. I don't think it's possible. It's literally not possible for ASM to clinch 9 at this point. Unless ASM sweeps Singularity this week, and then TSM gets swept, which TSM could very well get swept. And ASM, I mean, they're against Singularity, but ASM sucks. All right, they suck a lot. They haven't won a game, let alone can they sweep a team. I think ASM might get swept in their series, but yeah, Endpoint's safe, but Mouse is gonna dominate this. I'm gonna give it 3-0. I think Mouse is just that much of a better team than Endpoint. And then let's get on to FC Barcelona versus TSM. Like I said, 3-0. Flakes is going to 1v3 TSM. Flakes is just going to whip out the schlong and just whip it around TSM's face, Magnus's face, Remco, Metanaris. Hell, they might even sub in Lottie just so he could get it whipped in his face a little bit by Flakes, Ronicky, Devo. I mean, they're all just amazing on the pitch, and TSM is just going to wait in their goal, sit in the back of their goal, and do nothing all game, just like they've done all season. And we can definitely count on them to do that. Then ASM versus Singularity. Yeah, I'm going to give it 3-1 in favor of Singularity. ASM is so bad. So bad. You know what's crazy? I want you to pause this video right now, but before you say anything else, pause this video right now. Don't, without cheating, tell me the names of every single player on AS Monaco. Go. You have 10 seconds. Without cheating. Can you name the players on ASM? No, you can't. No one can name the players on ASM. You know why? Because they've done nothing all season. Right? It's iIgnite, Tigray, and Extra. I keep forgetting iIgnite's name. The only reason I remember Tigray's name is because I always see him popping up on my Twitter feed. Right? Extra is the only player that's done a little bit of something the entire season. iIgnite has missed almost every shot he's taken. I think he's shooting like 6%. That's awful. That's horrendous. It's abysmal. Tigray is probably the most disappointing player right now in all of Rlcs. I don't think any of these players have had even a single week that looked good. They just get swept and 3-1'd every week. Like, the only reason they take a game off of some of these teams is because they stop trying because it's too easy for them. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 3-1 in favor of Singularity. Barcelona versus Mouse. I'm very excited for this game. The last three games of this day are gonna be so good. Oh my god. But of course I have to give this one to, Barcelona, of course. Barcelona just looked like the better team. They looked so dominant. So yeah, after this, I think Miles is gonna end up being 4 and they're gonna end up being 5 and 4 after the day, but they'll still clinch top 6. So Miles will have it'll be a good league play for them. It's not bad, it's not perfect. I think this will be where they ended up last season after the regional tournaments. I think this will be where they ended off, something like that. So yeah, FC Barcelona, let's give it 3-2. It's gonna be a close match. And then we have Vitality versus Veloce. Vitality is probably the best team in the world right now as of the second half of this league play. They've been looking, oh my god, K-Dot, man, K-Dot is probably my pick for best player in the world right now. K-Dot is just fucking incredible. If you haven't watched that man play Rocket League lately, then go do that. Go watch this game. I guarantee you K-Dot will just make you shit yourself just because of how good he is. He's going to pull things off that you didn't know were possible in this game. And he will do it right before your very eyes. He's done it all league play, except for the first couple weeks back when they sucked. But
yeah, Veloce is also a good team. They have the potential to make this a very competitive match. I'll give it they've looked better the last half of this league play. I'll give it 3-2. 3-2.
Yeah, and then we have Rec versus Dig. I'm going to give it 3-1 in favor of Dignitas. I did say that Rec likes to play down to their opponents, but they also like to play up to their opponents. But they also like to suck. So, they're not going to beat Dig. They might, I think on a good day, Dig is the #1 team in Europe. Yeah, Rec has no chance. I think Rec could very well end up in that 6th place spot. Well, yeah, Rec could very well end up in that 6th place spot with are behind Mouse, because remember, Rec is in 5th right now, but their game differential sucks. Even if Mouse goes to 5 games, they'll still have like if Rec loses this, then they'll end up with like a +3 game differential over Team Reciprocity, because Team Reciprocity just has a terrible game differential. It looks like they struggle against every team almost. So that's my predictions. That's who I think will win. Yeah, and then that'll be it. I think Space Station Gaming clinches the #1 seed. Yeah, Space Station Gaming probably has it. You know, I gotta give it to them. So I think SSG gets #1 in North America, and then Vitality is gonna get it in Europe. I don't know if can you hear me scrolling? I'm like going back and forth on Wikipedia right now just to make sure all my stats added up, because I have to look at game differential. Then there's 5 game. You know what I mean. So yeah, I think I got everything right. If I messed up again, yeah, leave a comment telling me. Literally every comment on my last video was, you forgot the Ghost Gaming versus Cloud9 game. Well, guys, I'm sorry. I Cloud9 played so bad this whole beginning of league play, I completely forgot they were even a team. All right, and then they start showing up, and I'm supposed to remember them all of a sudden. Please give me a break, guys. I'll remember them next season, I promise. But yeah, what do you guys think's gonna happen with Cloud9? I was for sure they were going to end up making a roster change because of how poorly they were playing, but now they're spanking all the top tier teams again. Like, what's going to happen? I mean, if they keep playing like this, yeah, they don't need a roster change, but I mean, it's just, what if they start playing bad again? I think, this is just a rumor, by the way, but I think that the reason they're playing bad is because I think their coach, Chrome, came out and was talking, no, not Chrome, Fireburn is their coach. Chrome came out and started talking about, Chrome's the coach for another team. Who's Chrome the coach for? Let me figure this out. He came on a podcast and started he might be an Rlcs team coach. Okay, Chrome is the coach for SSG, and he came out and talked on a podcast. He started talking about how that Squishy Muffins and Gimmick wanted to kick Torment from Cloud9. And, you know, actually, let me backtrack a little more. First, Chrome started off by saying that back when Cloud9 in Season 7, back when they were on the top, that they did not take the game seriously, right? They screwed around in scrims. They had a poor mentality that would affect them long term. They just kind of dicked around, and because they thought they were the best, so they didn't need to try. That's what Chrome said, by the way. It might not be true. It could be true, because they are a very, very chill team. I've heard them in comms before. They are very chill, so it wouldn't surprise me. And then it came as a real shock to them once they started getting their ass whipped in Season 8. And G2 is the same way. Don't get me wrong. It's not like they're a horrible mentality team. G2 is the same way. Back, JNaps even came out and said that they didn't try as hard as they could have because they thought they were the best, or that they were one of the best, and that's why they got their ass whooped season 8. All right, so I 100% believe that this is the case because I mean, other teams have had this problem before. Okay, this is not like a only Cloud9 problem. I just think that it affected Cloud9 more because they slacked off probably a little bit more than some of these other teams. But yeah, and then Chrome said, okay, they're getting spanked in league play. They were thinking of kicking Torment, and then they were thinking of trading Torment for maybe Hoxer, because Hoxer's a really good player. He just doesn't have good teammates around him, and so that's why he might look a little bit worse than he does. I don't know. I think Ajax looked the best on United this season, but that's a talk for another time. But yeah, then the trade fell through. I think United wanted to stay with each other, and Cloud9 was stuck with. Not I say stuck, but then Cloud9 kept Torment. But then there was some bad blood between the team because Torment's like, wait, you guys don't even want me on the team. You guys just have me here because you couldn't get anyone else, right? So some real stuff they needed to fix. Even Fireburner in the interview said that there was some unexpected things that happened at the beginning of the season that really hurt their chemistry. And I mean that's basically, it doesn't confirm what Chrome said, but it basically does, just because what else is going to affect your chemistry like that when you've been together for so long? Probably something like you wanted to make a roster change, it fell through, a player's salty about it. I hear that's why. I guess that they fixed all that. So if that's fixed, then I mean Cloud9 could be back in business. Okay, so C9 fans rejoice. But yeah, that's what I heard from just all these podcasts and just listening to coaches talk, putting the pieces together. Again, I could be wrong, but it's like semi-reliable sources I'm getting it from. It's not like I'm just making this shit up. So yeah, that's what I think about Cloud9. That's what I think happened. I mean, it's a likely case because, like, I mean, again, like I said, teams, when you're on the top, I mean, some teams just don't have the mentality to try as hard as they did to get to the top. I mean, that's why they say the hardest thing to do is stay at the top, because the biggest thing is mentality. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Are you going to continue to grind the game out the way you have been? And, you know, I think that's why NRG, I think, is failing right now, because SSG has been on the bottom for so many seasons now. They've been grinding. They've been making roster changes. I mean, remember, NRG, G2, and Cloud9 don't make roster changes, right? Because they are on the top. They used to be on the top. It's like, why would you make roster changes? But all these other teams are taking all these new hot RLRS players, trying to make their team so that they can get to the top, right? That's what PK did. That's what SSG did. PK blew major dickhole this season. All right, I gotta say, probably one of the worst roster moves in the history of Rocket League. Okay, God, they could have been a #1 team this season, and now they're looking at, where are they?
Okay, even if PK lose this game and United win, since United's game differential is so bad, PK will still have a better game differential, and so PK's basically clinched a top 7 spot, which it's not good. They had a much better performance last season, but yeah, the worst they could do is 7th at this. But I also don't think that they're gonna do any better than 7th, maybe 6th.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I've been talking for 23 minutes. Hopefully I'll edit this down a little bit, 20 minutes. Try not to take up too much of your guys' time, but yeah, there's so much to talk about. Thank you guys all for watching. Hit subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one later.